So hey guys, and welcome back to another Access 72 video. In today's video I'm back with another interview and I'm here with Jag Purewal. How are we, man?
All good, mate. All good. All good, man.
Good to
Feeling good.
hear, and thank you very much for coming on the channel, mate.
Yeah, man. Yo, it's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure to be on this channel. You've recorded some big names out there, man. Well, big names around the West Midlands and whatnot. Do you know what I mean? So you've done well for yourself, man.
Thank you. I appreciate the
Yeah,
kind words, mate. And so am I right in saying you're a 22-year-old welterweight who's 4-1?
yeah, 4-1 at the moment. 22 years of age, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Taking over now.
Great indeed. And so if you're on around here and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you're doing like the video, and let's get straight into it. So I'm going to start off with a question which I always like to start off with, and that is, why did you start boxing?
I started boxing just more so for self confidence. You know, keep my self confidence there and whatnot. You know, like it was quite um, heavy, so meaning like I was quite a chubby lad. You know, I needed something to channel my emotions with and just lose the weight kind of thing, and then just from there just grew. Yeah.
Indeed, and
Yeah, man.
of course, in the professional side of things going very well for you. Of course, 4-1 now, and so
Yeah.
out of these 4 professional wins you've had, which one would you say you performed your best in?
I think for me it was probably my third professional fight.
Okay.
Only reason being, there was so obviously before that I started off fighting at super lightweight. Yeah, so I started off my pro debut at super lightweight. Started off at 63 kilos. Then from there, I still stuck at around about 63, 65. But I always felt quite drained. Felt not drained, but like felt quite like it wasn't my weight. So my coach suggested, and my managers, John Pegg and Anthony Hall, suggested that to fight at welterweight for my next fight, see how I perform, because I am a growing lad. Yeah, I'm 22 years of age and I'm still growing into the body that I need to get into. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, so what we tried was the welterweight. Went into my third fight and I was literally feeling nice and strong. Yeah, and just mentality. You know, my mentality was different as well. Like I went in there because I was confident in, you know, feeling more stronger. So I knew the skills were already there. Because I was confident in feeling stronger, I was able to perform at my best. So I would definitely say my third pro fight. That doesn't dismiss my pro debut. It doesn't dismiss that at all, because I'm still looking to get back down to 63 kilos. You know, if the right fight's there, but we're just sticking at weight at the moment.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
understandable and completely fair. And so, well, I mean, you are coming off the fighting in the tournament, and I mean, something that I like about the fact of you and the other fighters that are involved in that, you're all at similar points of your career, and you could just be following the journeyman route and just slowly building your way up, but you threw yourself into a deep end, and you know that it would be tough, and any opponent you face would be game opponents, and unfortunately you did suffer the loss, but I respect you for going in there and doing that. And so, is that kind of mindset of willing to fight anybody always been with you?
Yeah, and no. Yeah, and no. I think it had to get built in me. Yeah, I mean, it had to get built in me, because before any of this, I was too self-conscious in myself of letting people down. That means having a loss on my record and, you know, tarnishing my record. I was so you know, thinking, oh, they're gonna think if I lose this year, then they're gonna think I'm a crap boxer. You know, so I was too concerned about what people were thinking, and not really thinking about myself. But then I've had chats with my coach, and I had chats with John Peg, and, you know, even they said to me, "What do you want to do?" And I said, the way I want to be remembered is, I want to be remembered as the guy who took every single fight. You know what I mean? If that phone call came, I'm not saying that I would be a journeyman, but if that phone call came, just know I'm ready to fight, mate. Do you know what I mean? So and then I just kind of come to terms of not giving any thoughts into other people's mindset and just giving thoughts into myself. So to answer your question, it kind of got built in that it kind of got built in with in me to not really care, and I'm not bothered about my old. I've never been bothered about it. You know what I mean? If you come off, say if you lose in your early stages of your career, you got nothing to. I feel like you're more dangerous, and like the person that did actually win the competition, he had three losses. He was coming off three losses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was a journeyman, and he won the fight. Do you know what I mean? So I think the old kind of makes you too wary, and it makes you think, oh mate, I can't be taking these fights.
Yeah.
Whereas this just shows, like, for me, at the end of the day, for me, I want to be known for the guy that took every single fight. Yeah, every single fight. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's a risky fight, whether it's a 70-30% fight, I want to be known for taking all these fights. Do you know what I mean? Because I believe in my ability. Obviously, we knew it was a risk. Do you know what I mean? I was one of the favoured boxers to come out winning it, but obviously, stuff happens. But I still came out smiling, and yeah, man, like I haven't got that old to protect now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so it makes me even more hungry to get these fights done. Do you know what I mean? And like, to kind of just throw myself in the deep end now, slightly.
Definitely, no. I appreciate you speaking about the fact of how kind of unimportant that O really is. I mean, of course, we're coming off that era of like Mayweather's the 50-0, and that O for him was so important. But I mean, I've seen fighters even recently, just like a couple of days ago, like Dan Aziz speaking about the fact of the O doesn't really matter, and he doesn't mind losing it as long as he's getting the fights that are the important fights to him.
Of course, yeah.
And so, would you say that kind of course, that pressure is now less there for you? It's to protect the O.
Yeah, 100%. Because I remember back a day when I became 3-0, my friends were saying, "Oh mate, you're a class boxer," and I said, "Why?" And they said, "Because look at you, you're undefeated." And I said, "You're saying that I'm undefeated. That doesn't define me as a class boxer."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Me being a class boxer is by me taking these fights, by me showing off my skill set. Yeah, it's not me as a class boxer isn't this old, because I could be fighting 100 bums. Yeah, I could fight 100 journeymen right now. Yeah, and become 100. 100 or no. You know what I mean? It doesn't show you where you're at with this. Unfortunately, I lost the fight. Yeah. But it was closer than what I thought it was. 100%. I think it was closer than what it was. Just I didn't throw enough punches in the tournament. You know what I mean? I kind of lived up to my name, Freeze. Do you know what I mean? I just froze in the spot slightly. But like, stuff happens, and like as I said, it hasn't bothered me. I'm still fighting next week. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, we just keep it moving, kind of thing.
Definitely, no, that's a great mindset. I can see that you've taken things away from that fight, which is always an important thing. And
of course, yeah.
And something that I also like is the fact of when you do see these small hall fights, they're always going to be a good matchup, and it's not like when you always see like the bigger cards, maybe Matchrooms or Skies or something, where you do just see fighters progressively just slowly getting built up. With the small hall shows, often you see big fighters against big fighters and 2-game fighters, and that's something which I always appreciate.
Of course, man, of course. And for me, I think, you know what, the right time will come. The phone call will come. The right time will come. I'm pretty sure, like, these big shows like Matchroom and whatnot, they'll send a phone call one of those and say, "Hey, do you want to fight on here? Yeah, we've seen that you take any fight and every fight, with a bit of a pedigree as well." So it's just like, why not, man? Why not? that's the best thing I can say is just not really care what anyone else's opinion is except from yourself and your coaches and your managers. Do you know what I mean? Apart from that, no one's opinion matters. You know what I mean? No one's opinion matters.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So to possibly kind of speak more about the mindset kind of things, what would you say is your main motivation at the moment?
Main motivation. My main motivation right now is kind of making my family name big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So my family are quite not against from the boxing. So most of my family have took the education route. Yeah, I've not taken the education route, unfortunately. I've taken the boxing route. You know what I mean? But my whole family's taken the education route. So it's a bit like I want to show my family that, like the boxing. I've actually made something of myself through the boxing. Do you know what I mean? Like I want to be able to do that. And then another thing is like just making myself proud. Making my coaches proud. You know what I mean? But making myself proud, yeah, from being a fat, chubby kid to a professional boxer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To having professional fights and whatnot. It's I just want to see how far I can take it. So my main motivation is the desire within myself.
Definitely.
I mean,
Definitely. And it seems like your kind of story as a whole is somewhat of an inspiration and a relatable inspiration for people.
yeah, man. 100%.
Definitely.
100%.
Definitely. And so, I mean, you said fighting back next week, and so how's preparations been going all for that?
Yeah, good, man. Good. It's probably been better than. I'm not even gonna lie. It's probably been better than the tournament.
That's great.
If I'm being honest with you, because remember, since from the tournament, I only had a week off. 1 week off. But even then, I came to the gym because I work at the gym. Came into the gym, sparred. Near enough 2 days after my fight.
Right.
3 days after my fight. Just had a week off, of eating because I love food. I'm a big foodie. And then, I was just back into camp. And the really good thing about coming back into camp was I was still fit. You know what I mean?
Definitely,
I was still sharp, very much sharp. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, like, so me coming back into camp was literally just tapering up, losing a bit of weight. You know what I mean? But just working on the skill sets and just kind of rewriting my wrongs. Doing what I should have done in the fight. You know what I mean? And just kind of rewriting my wrongs, man.
Definitely. It seems like you're staying very focused and.
Yeah, man. For me, with this fight, I want to showcase more so my skill set because I leave my best work at the gym all the time. You know what I mean? I don't always do it, but I leave my best work at the gym. So I want to kind of like go into that ring and to say like, listen, I've put my all into it because I always come back to my corner without a breath, out of breath. I'm not kind of like saying it's because of my cardio.
No.
Because my cardio is perfect, but like me coming back to my corner, not out of breath means I haven't worked hard enough. Do you know what I mean? So stuff like that, like getting used to bursts, getting used to working on the inside, getting used to doing all of that. So I just want to, for me, anyways, it's mostly about going into this fight, showcasing my skills. Like showcasing that I can work on the inside. That I'm not a flashy boxer. I mean that. I mean I'm not always on the move. I can walk my opponent down. Just stuff like that, really. Yeah.
Okay. No, that's great to hear. That's great. And so, do you happen to know much about your opponent who you're fighting?
I do. I won't speak much about him.
Okay.
But I do. Yeah, he's a lot shorter than me. I've been sparring shorter lads, but yeah, man, he's a class boxer himself. Do you know what I mean? He's a class boxer. So I think it'll be a good little matchup between us two. You know what I mean? I think it will definitely bring the best out of both of us.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
That's great to hear. Okay, and so I mean, we've touched on this a bit, but of course you are still very early on in your career, and so how far do you believe you can go?
Me personally, I think I'd get to British level. British level. I'm not one of them boxers to say, "Oh, I'm going to be a world champion."
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm a realist. I'm a realist. For me, I think I could get to British level, 100%. You know, maybe British level, 100% British level. You know what I mean? There's like I've already set out a bit of a map with my coach.
Okay.
Of what we want to do in terms of where we want to get to, and with like there's like little pit stops that I put. Do you know what I mean? But British level, I'll be happy with the British title, man. Be very happy with the British title, and then that's it, man. Like I'll be, like, you know what I mean? I'm not really one of them lads to say, "Oh, I'm gonna be a world champion." I'm gonna, you know what I mean? I'm quite honest about the stuff. Yeah, I think I could get the British level. You know what I mean? Like that'd be an achievement within itself. Do you know what I mean?
Of course, and I mean, if you look at the fighters around British level, I'd say they're the best there ever been, and so that's a very good level to be at.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. You got some great fighters at British level, 100%, and you know your name goes down in the books. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So what more would you want? You know what I mean?
Indeed, and so I appreciate your time very much. I'll leave you with this final question, which I always like to ask. You've got a little bit of a platform here. Would you like to shout anything out?
Yeah. So, I'm Freeze. So I've got my Instagram, freeze.dna. Then I wanna give a big shout out to all my sponsors, Plant and Play, for keeping me nice and fit and ready, and always keeping me on weight. It's a great vegan restaurant. So, you know, it's in Kingsley High Street. If you live around Birmingham, do try it. If you're not from Birmingham, and if you do visit Birmingham, do try it. You got Base. Base is two brotherly like people that sponsor me. They do cement work and stuff like that. They're very good in the business. Very good in the business. You've got Clinic Castitas. She does like IV drips, you know, B12 drips here. So you know your vitamins that you need. Yeah, they're there. And really good in the game. Really good in the game, man. She's done athletes and whatnot. So she's good at what she does. You've got Bandals, another big business. Yeah, they've got, I don't know how many dental practices they have, but they're brilliant at what they do. Big shout out to them for helping me out. And then finally, just my coach, Danger, Anthony Hall. He's sponsoring me within boxing, and you know, just keep giving me the guidance and whatnot I need. Do you know what I mean? And then just big shout out to just the team, man. Like Vincent Guy, Daniel Cahill, and then just some of the stable as well, mate. But yeah, just big shout out to all of them. And then just for myself, yeah, fighting 25th of March at the H Suite, March Madness. Do keep a lookout. Obviously, there's only a week left till the fight, so I don't know when this will get posted, but there's a week left till the fight. So yeah, if you do watch this and you're in Birmingham, give me a shout.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much for doing this, mate. Maybe a little bit further along down the line we can come back and do another one.
Yeah, man, sweet. I'm on that. I'm on that, mate.
Great, okay. And so if you're new around here and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you're doing it like video. And thanks for watching.